So, good day, everyone. So, we will be discussing a certain topic in mathematics for today. So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Miss Jenna Jane Salak from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics 4. And here are my members, Miss Arlen Faye Mangune and Miss Lay Santos. So, our topic for today is about coordinate geometry. So, for the introduction, here is the objectives of this lesson. In this lesson, students will be able to define coordinate geometry and its part, demonstrate mathematical skills in solving coordinate geometry, distance, midpoint, and slope. So, what is coordinate geometry? So, based on the definition, it is a system of geometry where the position of points on the plane is described using an ordered pair of numbers. And also, it is considered to be one of the most interesting topics in mathematics and defined as the study of geometry using coordinate points. And some people call it analytic geometry. So this is the other term for coordinate geometry. So later on, we will be unpacking the different terms involving coordinate geometry, and with the provided formulas, we will see how we can solve the given problems. So let's move now to the next slide, which is the coordinates. So coordinates, it is an ordered pair of numbers that give the location of a point on a grid. So it means that coordinates are set of values which helps to show the exact position of a point in the coordinate plane. And is and its founder, the founder of coordinate geometry is none other than a French mathematician named René Descartes, born in 1596 and died on 1650. He developed it in 17th century. So, dinevelop ni Rene yung coordinate geometry in 17th century. And one trivia for it, kung paano niya na-develop, is nag-base siya dun sa bali, his concept of coordinate geometry has something to do with the fly on the ceiling. So, parang nag-base siya sa isang langaw na lumilipad sa ceiling. So, sabi dito, Rene, most of the time, likes to stay in bed until late night. So, he was watching a fly on the ceiling from his bed, and he wondered how to best describe the fly's location. So, he decided that one of the corners of the ceiling could be used as reference point for that. So, yun, dun nabuo yung coordinate geometry. And the rest is history. So, let's move. So, yan, si Rene Descartes. So, let's move now to the coordinate plane. So, coordinate plane, it has two scales. One running across the plane called the x-axis, and another a right angle to it called the y-axis. So the point where the axes cross is called the origin and is where both x and y are zero. Sabi daw, a coordinate plane is a 2D plane which helps to show the exact position on a point in a coordinate plane. Yan. So yan. Yan. Sabi dito, on the y-axis, values above the origin are positive. So sa taas daw, ng origin are positive. And those below are negative. Yan. And on the x-axis, values to the right are positive. And those to the left are negative. So, yan. So, laging tatandaan, when it comes to y-axis, lahat ng nasa taas na, from 0 up, are positive. Then, 0 pababa are negative. For x-axis, 0 to the right are positive. Then, 0, from 0, mag-move ka, papuntang left are negative values. So, we have 4 quadrants in a coordinate plane. The first one is the first quadrant, which consists of positive and positive values. So, the 4 quadrants along with their respective values are represented in the graph below. Yun nga, sabi ko, the first quadrant is positive, positive, and the second one is negative, positive. The third one is negative, negative. And the last one for the fourth quadrant is positive, negative. Always remember that when we name our coordinates, we should start by the x-axis. For example, sa quadrant 1, mag-start tayo sa x-axis. So, dahil nasa right part siya, which means it's positive, then yung y-axis natin is nasa upper part. So, it means that it's positive, then kaya nag-come up sa positive, positive. For the second quadrant, dahil nasa left part tayo ng x-axis and upper part ng y-axis, kaya siya naging negative, positive. Kasi ang left part ng x-axis is negative, ang upper part ng y-axis is positive. Then for the third quadrant, yon, dahil ang x-axis natin is its left part for negative and uh, down part ng y-axis natin is negative, kaya siya naging negative, negative. For the last quadrant, dahil ang x-axis natin is positive, then ang y-axis natin is negative, kaya siya naging positive, negative. Yun. So, let's proceed now to the abscissa. The abscissa is the x-coordinate of a point on the coordinate plane. So, the distance along the horizontal axis. Yan. So, ang sabi, ang abscissa natin is the x-axis. Yan. Next. Ordinate, it is the y-coordinate of a point on the coordinate plane. Its distance from the x-axis measured parallel to the y-axis. So, ang ordinate natin is yung y-axis natin. Yan. So, lagi niyong tatandaan, for the abscissa, it is the x-axis, and for the ordinate, it is the y-axis. Okay? Next, let's move now to the distance between two points. So, here is the formula. D is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So, if x sub 1 is equal to x sub 2, then D is equal to y sub 1 minus y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So, if y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2, then D is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, distance formula, it is used to find the distance between 2 points situated in coordinates of A, x sub 1, y sub 1, and coordinates of B, x sub 2, and y sub 2. So, with the given example, find the distance of A is equal to negative 4 and 3, and B is equal to 6 and 8. So with the given formula, D is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared. So substitute natin sila. Magiging D is equal to the square root of 6 minus negative 4 squared plus 8 minus 3 squared. So magiging D is equal to square root of 10 squared plus B ay 5 squared. So magiging D is equal to the square root of 100 plus 25. So pag pinag-add mo sila, magiging D is equal to the square root of 125 units or 11.18 units. Okay? So next, proceed tayo sa midpoint. So the midpoint of a line segment. So MP of X and Y. So X is equal to X sub 1 plus X sub 2 over 2. And for the formula of Y sub Y is equal to Y sub 1 plus Y sub 2 over 2. So, yun yung formula ng midpoint. We have to find the value of X and Y with that given formula. So, example, find the coordinates of the midpoint A, B if A is equal to negative 4 and 3 and B is equal to 6 and 8. So, let's substitute. X is equal to negative 4 plus 6 over 2. Oh, so it is equal to 2 over 2 and 2 over 2 is equal to 1. Next, for the y, so we have to substitute y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2 for 3 plus 8 over 2. So, magiging 11 over 2 or 5.5. So, the value of x and y are 1 and 5.5. Next, for the slope, it is also called the gradient of a line. It is a number that describes both the direction and the steepness of the line. Pag sinabing steepness, kung gaano daw katarik yung line. So, the formula is M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, with the given example, find the distance of A is equal to negative 4 and 3 and B is equal to 6 and 8. So, M, isa-substitute natin siya. So, magiging, yung formula niya, magiging 8 minus 3 over 6 minus negative 4. So, magiging siyang 5 over 10 or 1 half. So, lagi niyong tatandaan, ang coordinate geometry, it is founded by Rene Descartes and during 17th century and parang nag-base siya with the fly on the ceiling. Tapos, abscissa for x-axis, ordinate for y-axis. Tapos, ang origin natin, laging 0. Tapos, yun. Before we end our discussion, I want you to take time to post this video or this discussion and go back reading to those terms that you are having hard time to understand. And those following problem solving that we had earlier. So you can go rewatch it now because later I will give you activity to answer. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you for listening. So yan. So these are the references for our discussion and here is the activity that you can answer at your home. So it is consists of 10 questions, and I hope you'll give your best in answering these questions. And again, my name is China Jane Salak from the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics 4. Thank you for listening.